Often when we think about persecution here in the West, we think of the negatives, but I was really surprised when I went to one of our countries that we don't mention the name for security reasons. This is a country that has grown dramatically in about 25 years, from really a couple of hundred Christians to almost 2 million Christians in that period of time. Our national leader is a Christian from that early era. So I was asking him, how do you account for this level of growth? The first thing he said is persecution. He said, when we became Christians, we experienced persecution, and the people who stuck with it really walked the walk. He then related that maybe in the last 5 years or so, the persecution has eased and freedom is much greater. I said, well, what's been the current situation? He says, it's really tough. There's a lot of fighting now, a lot of division. I said, what do you think needs to happen next? And he says, we need more persecution. Another thing this leader told me about the reason for the dramatic growth of the faith in his country was, he said, you know, we Christians have reached out and cared for the needy in our country. He said, in our country culturally, that's not how it usually works. Your fate is your fate. So if you're poor, if you're widowed, if you're orphaned, that's just your fate. But we have taken in widows and orphans. We have children's homes. The community has noticed. And in fact, the community is bringing people to the doors of the church for help. We have a good reputation in our country. And he said that's had a lot to do with the growth in our country.